From Perth-Wellington.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is for the Premier. Mike Carter owns or operates Food Town, an independent grocery store in Milverton. Mike wanted to reduce his hydro bill. He also wanted to do his part to conserve energy. So he participated in Hydro One's small business lighting program to help install energy-efficient lighting. But he went further. He also replaced his freezers and refrigerators, a very major investment. My question, Speaker, is pretty simple. Having done all the right things, having invested tens of thousands of dollars to become more efficient, does the Premier agree that Mike should expect a lower hydro bill?
I would think so.
Minister of Economic Development and Growth.
Minister of Economic Development and Growth.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I'm absolutely sure that the member would have shared with Mike, with regard to his business, that he'll be, as of January 1st, getting an 8% cut in his hydro rate. They mock at that, Mr. Speaker, as though $600 to $800 a year isn't much to a small business. $600 to $800 a year, if it's around $4,000 of his costs, which sounds like about right for the kind of business he's running, that's $600 to $800 that'll be going back in Mike's pocket because of the very important decisions that this government has made, decisions that you obviously don't support. So maybe you should explain to Mike, or maybe the member should explain to Mike, why he doesn't think Mike's entitled to that $600 to $800 that our discount is going to provide him.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Points on that one.
Thank you, Speaker. I'm glad the minister brought up the 8% reduction. Speaker, if the Premier had any common sense, the answer would have simply been, yes, his bill should go down.
Right.
But in Liberal Ontario, it's never so simple. Milverton Food Town lowered its consumption. And because Mike now averages less than 50 kilowatts per month, how did Hydro One respond? They jacked up his delivery charge. They switched him from something called general service demand to general service energy. And the result? His delivery charge more than doubled. All because he's not using enough energy.
Right.
His overall bill is up 30%, and it's not even winter. So, Speaker, I would like to ask the Premier, to answer Mike's question, and I quote, how do you even begin to justify something so stupid?
Hear, hear.
Minister.
Be seated, please.
Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, the Minister of Energy has taken a number of measures to reduce the costs of power in many different ways within the system, trying to improve the system, looking at more efficient ways of delivering the services, and he's continuing to do that. But what he's bringing forward July 1st is something that's really important to small businesses, to families, and to organizations across this province, an 8% reduction in their energy bills as of January. Mr. Speaker, that's important. That's going to help small businesses like Mike's small business. But on top of that, Mr. Speaker, for those small businesses, we've also gotten rid of the capital tax for Mike's business. We've also, Mr. Speaker, harmonized the sales taxes. That's saving businesses like Mike's thousands of dollars in administration costs. We've also got a number of issues. We've also reduced corporate capital taxes. Our capital taxes for businesses like Mike's are now 13% lower than the American average, Mr. Speaker. That's a substantial amount of assistance for our small businesses, but as the Premier said on the weekend, we've still got more work to do.
Thank you. New question.